Hi, hello you beautiful souls. Thank you for joining me today. Carmen Delport, multidimensional healer, quantum healer and channel. So today I want to talk about the dark night of the soul, okay, which is very important because so many is going through it at the moment. Okay, but before we continue, I just want to thank you all for being here. Please do check out my online events that is coming up, and also check out my healing that I offer if you're interested in healing anytime, anywhere in the world. So, the dark night of the soul is part of the awakening process. Okay, now it quite often is the start of the awakening process, or it happens after you start awakening. You realize that life is not quite what you thought it was. Like you might realize that there's things happening that is not, just doesn't feel right anymore. Okay, now it is a collapse of the old you. The dark night of the soul is the collapse of the old you. The way that you believed and wanted your life to be. The way you were maybe brought up, the way you might be programmed, the way that you really believed that this is how I want my life and this is what I'm building, okay? And then the dark night of the soul comes and it all changes. All of a sudden, nothing makes sense anymore. And you can feel really lost and really alone. And you can go into depression. Sometimes depression is the dark night of the soul. When everything that you've believed is true. Everything that you believe that this is who I am, all of a sudden is not anymore. Now, of course, we want to hang on to it because it's what we believed for such a long time. It's what we've been creating for such a long time. So the dark night of the soul, everything starts collapsing. As in, you might be unhappy in your job. You might be unhappy in your, just your life in general. You're just not, it's not that there's anything wrong with your life. It's just not fulfilling you anymore. It's an emptiness, it's a void. Okay? Because the life we've been building has been a shallow life. And the dark night of the soul happens so we can find deeper meaning in life. Okay? So it is a collapse. So when a collapse happens, you don't know who you are anymore. It is like, who am I? And you like, conversations are just not flowing. You are just feel like you're being stopped. You just feel like you're being blocked in everything that you're trying. Because that's not who you are anymore. So maybe the conversations or the people you used to hang out with made you happy, but now not anymore. Maybe you were very happy in your relationship and now you're like, what's going on? Why am I feeling like this? You start falling out with people. You start doing a lot of research on life, the meaning of life, self-help books to help you feel better, to help you get out of depression, to help you understand. You start attending workshops to help you just feel better, but there's nothing wrong with what you're feeling. It's a grieving process. As you are collapsing, as the old is dying, there's a natural grieving process happening. So allow it to happen, go with the flow. And yes, Do the self-help books, do the workshops, do whatever you can to get deep inside of yourself and see what is trying to come out, so that it can be shown to you who is the you that is trying to come out. You know, because when the dark night of the soul happens, it can feel like you are boxed in and there's this heavy weight pressing you down and you can't breathe. And you don't know what to do about it. That is because we need to move on from the old. That means healing. The dark night of the soul is always the beginning of the healing process. So the moment you get into that dark night of the soul, you start your healing journey. The healing of this lifetime, past lifetimes and ancestral. And slowly but surely you start finding yourself again. You start seeing what is meaningful to you again. You start seeing the light again. You start feeling the joy again. You make completely different decisions based on this new wisdom you've received from the healing and all the work you've been doing on yourself. It's a very lonely time. And there can be many fallouts, many breakups, breakdowns. Because you have to break down to build anew, okay? I've been to the dark night of the soul several times, 2 times specifically. And normally the dark night of the soul is triggered by a life-changing event, like losing your job, like losing a loved one prematurely. So it happens and you want deeper meaning from life. You're trying to understand more. Okay? And then as you start delving into it, new thought patterns start forming, new ways of being start forming, and you find a deeper meaning in life. You find a deeper joy in life. You find life will never be the same again, that's for sure. You can't go back. Once the dark night of the soul starts, you can't go back. If you do, you will be miserable. Okay. And it's like you're being driven by a force to find your way. And in the end, you will do whatever is needed to follow your heart, to follow your soul. And if that means leaving certain things behind, then so it is. So many are going into that now. Many are in it at the moment. If that is you, be kind and loving and understanding towards yourself. There's nothing wrong with you. Find someone that understands or someone that can just support you. Whether it's a friend or a coach or a healer. I remember the first time it happened to me, I turned to a shaman. And that's what I needed. And that was a long journey the first time. And yeah, it's a beautiful journey of self-discovery. See it as that. See it as a journey of self-discovery. And just go with the flow. I hope you find this video helpful. If you do, please like, share and subscribe. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Bye.